Nah, that's all right. All right. I'll order it off Amazon. Welcome to another episode of the Duality Podcast. I be Mr. Business.
It's your boy right here, Mr. Social.
What's going on with you, bro?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great.
Yeah, bro, we winding down, bro.
Yeah.
Next to the last show of the first season.
Okay.
All right, how you feeling about it?
I'm feeling great, man. Got some exciting things for everybody today. We're going to give them an opportunity to tune in. 11 more days left to 2020.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
Wrapping up this year. We got our red cups today.
Yeah, you already ain't right. Already.
Red Cup.
Yeah, like, come on now.
Okay.
Special
services.
Yeah, they're going to be a little different. They're going to be a little different.
It's going to be a little different. Y'all tune in and watch out.
Yeah, we're going to make it happen.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, it's been a hell of a year.
I mean, very, very exciting. It was a lot of work. Learned a lot, so far. Interesting time, man. I'm looking forward to our future here with Duality Podcast.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, they always said the first season, or the first of anything is always the hardest.
Right.
So.
Well, we pretty much got that locked down. We got to do today's show. Then we got another show on the 27th, which is, we want to make sure y'all know that we're going to do our year in review, our first season. We're going to recap it.
Absolutely.
Go over our highlights, you know what I mean? Yeah. Some of our guests that we had. Just a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah. It's next week going to be pretty fun, too.
Yep.
A lot of people don't realize it's going to be pretty damn fun.
Hey, getting older as a mother, right? I got to wear reading glasses now, so I want to see the comments. What's good, Dorothy, Flo? How y'all doing out there?
Yeah, man. But overall, man, getting out of 2020 alive is a blessing, really.
It is. We lost a lot of good people, man.
Absolutely.
Just been craziness stuff, unprecedented things that we haven't really dealt with. So that made it a little difficult. But, a lot of people is persevering through. I want to shout out everybody that survived COVID-19 this year.
Absolutely, man. Like, let's give it up.
Including myself.
Absolutely, man.
I tested positive back in April of 2020. I made a recovery. And lots of other people. And as well, I want to send a big rest in peace and just comfort to the family of those that have lost people to COVID as well.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, we can't act like that ain't dominate the year with this going on.
Yeah, man. Listen, over 300,000 deaths, man. Like, that's not nothing to, like, not pay attention to. It's like
dropping a bomb on somebody.
It really, it was pretty much like a plague. Like, it really was. Like, let's call it what it was. Like,
yeah, we had to live through that now. Actually, they have lived through some plagues on this planet, a couple of times before, but our generation of people we with really never had to go through that. And it's been challenging, man, but, it pretty much has changed what is considered normal in our lives.
Yeah, this is the new norm, man. Yep. This is the new norm. And the sooner people actually accept it, I think the better off we'll be moving forward. Because 2021 is a lot of stuff is still going to be virtual, man. That's what it is.
It is.
A lot of businesses, because they went virtual this year, they understanding cost effective it is to go virtual.
A lot of people say that my workers can work from home. I don't have to pay rent at a space in the office and, those type of things. So
absolutely. So that changes stuff, man.
What about this? And I got to talk about this. Also in our opening discussions, several times we talked about President 45. Do you know? Now, I brought this up before. I ain't saying I'm the only one that brought it up, but I have brought it up. That, what was his attorney that went to jail? Michael Cohen.
Right.
During his congressional hearings, I always go back to this. They asked him to wrap up what he was saying. And I don't know how many people remember this. Y'all chime in on the chat if you remember. And they asked him did he wanted to say anything else while he was wrapping up. And he basically was like, I was on the inside, I heard things, and one thing I'm scared of is that he not gonna participate in a peaceful transfer of power.
Right.
And besides, okay, we know he did the lawsuits. He been doing that. They shut him down with all of that, right? Mm-hmm. So do you know it was reports I read out of USA Today yesterday?
Martial law.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's on the table for discussion.
But here's where it gets interesting for me. Michael Flynn?
Yeah. That's what I was about to say.
Remember, he pardoned him.
He pardoned him. Michael Flynn went to jail for him.
Only to make him a sniper.
This is what they do
right now. He's a sniper, yeah.
So they having heated arguments in the White House and trying to come up with strategies. And Michael Flynn suggested martial law.
Here's the real crazy part. Even the White House itself is divided in this.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them is like, this ain't what we do. Like, nah. Like, it's only a handful of ones that's really willing to go that route as far as the martial law, you know what I mean, at least trying to implement it. But can you imagine? That's like a third world country mentality.
But this who he fuck with.
Yeah,
Putin,
no doubt.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Where you think he getting his plays from?
Yeah.
Other dictators.
Yeah, yeah. And it's crazy to me, like, with this vaccine and you know, everybody getting shots and all that, he's mute on that now. He's mute on it.
Right.
Like, this should have been the one thing, like, his legacy should have been based on Operation Warp Speed. Like, he could have just really, like, tapped himself on the back and be like, I got this done. But instead, he's not even talking about it. He ain't even want to hear it, nothing. He all about, I'm not leaving.
No, listen. Even if he ain't leaving, let's go back a little bit more. One of the things we got to talk about he doing, he created a PAC, a political PAC where he could get contributions, but he made sure it was set up where he didn't have to spend it a certain way, where it could just basically be like his private money.
Yeah.
And these crazy people still sending him millions and millions of dollars. And he telling them, I'm going to keep fighting this election. And the Supreme Court done shut him down. He don't got no other options. But I'm just telling you, it's real, people.
But listen, what have I said for the longest? Trump is not dumb.
No, he not.
People keep acting like, oh, he's a fool. No, he not. No, he not. He know exactly what he doing.
He foolish, but he ain't dumb.
Yeah. But, like, he's like the smartest crook.
Right.
You know what I mean? So because of that, I can't really be mad at him for being him. I'm mad at the 200, 300,000 people that actually brought in.
Right. The 70 million. Because he did get 70 million votes, too.
It's like 76, right?
Well, nah.
Yeah.
I think Biden
like
got 73, 76.
Biden almost got 80. It was
70,
but he still got over like 71, 72 mil. Like,
yeah.
I understand. And then even with that bogus lawsuit from Texas, he had 126 House Republicans that brought into it. Like, they are afraid of this man. They really are afraid of him. Like, that's the weirdest thing.
One of the things that this pandemic has shown, you have the opportunity to be independent,
For real.
create your own platforms, you know, and speak your mind so people could get, you know, the good information. And that's kind of where Duality Podcast come from, right?
Absolutely.
And that's kind of from this platform that we, you know, airing Duality from.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought that it would be a great idea for on our show to have the creators of our platform, which is BKS1radio.com. And today our special guest is the creators of BKS1radio.com, the founders, the CEO, and the COO. I want y'all to welcome to Duality Podcast, and they not no strangers to this studio because they here every day.
I mean, let's keep it.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
But right now, I want y'all, everybody in Duality, because we want to give y'all a big round of applause ourselves for everything you doing, giving people a platform, and especially us. But welcome, Mr. Stormin Norman, the General Bradley, and Miss Patricia Collins Roach, a.k.a. Soups.
What's up, fellas?
How y'all doing this evening?
Blessed. Yeah, definitely blessed.
How does it
Definitely
feel to
blessed.
be over there? How does it feel to be over there?
It's different.
Yeah, hey, listen, man. Hey, I just want to say, Duality Podcast know how to take care of their guests. Thanks for the drinks, fellas.
No, let's put it out there for real. We said we keeping it real.
Yeah, we gonna keep it
Now
100.
today, Today in the studio, we got food, we got liquor. I don't know if it got to do with the guests, the owners of the station.
That's how you
we
butter them up.
this
You
all
butter them up like
season.
that. That's how you butter them up. Like, yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Now y'all roll out the red carpet. But I love it. Thank you.
I
Salute, peace
appreciate
and
it.
blessings.
Salute.
Shout out to everybody.
We had ice water 13 weeks, bro.
There's some water over there
It
for
was
you.
it was good ice though. It was good ice.
That Wawa ice. That's what everybody. Why everybody love Wawa ice?
I
man?
have no clue. That's weird, right?
Nah, but welcome.
Thank you.
Peace, man.
All right, let's dive into it.
Let's go.
Let's talk about how BKS1Radio.com came about. Who want to tackle that first? What year did it start?
I'll take that. 2008.
Okay.
2008, and it basically started from. Actually, I used to be in corporate America for a financial company, right?
Okay.
So every now and then, they would give us expense accounts for lunch and stuff like that. I could say it now because I don't care. They can't do nothing to me. So I would invite my partner to come through so we could discuss some meetings. Like me and Trish go way back, like my hairline, and it's like
Okay.
we go that far back. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can't see my hairline, but we go so far back. Like when I first started trying to be an artist, I used to try to be a rap artist first.
Right.
Not try, you were.
Well, I was a
Incredible
rap artist.
I know you was in a
Tell them
group.
about it.
I was a rap artist. And,
What was the name of that group?
Fresh Finesse.
Fresh Finesse.
Music's still selling.
Yeah, and she used to actually. We were friends, but she used to manage us as well.
Okay.
So I go that far back. So we always been in business together.
Right.
So moving forward, when I was working for corporate America at this company, and we had a business lunch, I said, you know what? I said, I want to start a company called Best Kept Secrets Entertainment. I said, I'm tired of playing politics, right, with other people. Let's just start our own label. And it started initially as a label, and the radio part came to it because we got tired of trying to get records played on back then it was 98.7 KISS,
Yeah.
and 105 BLS. We got tired of trying to play the politics with these cats.
Okay.
You got to, some of these cats will
Pay
pay
your
100.
Yeah.
You got to grease their palms before they play your record. Shout out to Red Alert because he never was one of those dudes. So he was always a good dude. And if
Coolest legend.
Yeah, and if he liked the record, he would play. If he didn't, he wouldn't.
Right.
So with that being said, I said, you know what? We're not kissing ass no more. We're going to start our own radio station because technology is changing. And so we started testing out this thing called Blog Talk, and I started testing it out with one of my other friends, Pierre Parker. And Blog Talk was more or less a phone format to start your own little radio thing. That was the initial start of BKS. That was just audio. There was no visual like y'all seeing now.
Right.
And I'm sorry. Don't please.
He's very busy, y'all. He's very busy.
Not during the podcast time. Not during the podcast.
I know. I'm trying to turn it up. Because I curse at people that do this. So,
$5.
yes. So, let me get back to my point. Where was I at?
Block Talk.
Blog Talk Radio. Blog Talk Radio. It was cool. It was audio. We did it from my house. Y'all got pictures I put up there from the room we did it in my house. This is where BKS1 started, in a small little tiny room, maybe 3/4 this size. It's like the picture where you see the red. No, don't go through all the other. Yep, there you go. Go. Yep, that's the room.
Wow.
Okay.
That was BKS1 Radio when it first started. That was straight audio.
Yeah.
And we had a nice little audience
Soups, that's you in the white right there?
on Blog Talk.
Yeah, that's me.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let's get it.
So that's BKS1 Radio. So we started there. And just a little bit of my history. I'm an audio engineer. So I knew how to put that together and everything with the mics and a little board. And we had somebody else in the control room in another bedroom in my house and everything working the audio and everything like that. So that's how BKS1 Radio started. It wasn't visual at all because technology didn't get that far yet.
Right.
And then somebody put me up on Ustream.
Okay.
Said, yo, like everybody's using this little platform called Ustream. Why don't you guys try that? So we went from that little room in my house to the dining room in my house, and we got video cameras. So that's the other picture you see us in the dining room in my house.
That's this one?
No. So it should be another one.
There's the dining
That's
room.
That's actually the dining room in my house
Wow.
that we converted into a little studio, a little radio studio. And our first big guest was actually Angie Stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Angie Stone was our first guest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trish, stop me if I'm wrong, if I'm not correct,
No, I'm
and
pretty
jump
sure.
in.
I'm pretty sure you're right there.
Yeah, it's Angie Stone.
Well, let me ask this right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all just starting, right?
Uh-huh.
And maybe this for Soups, because you was in the management already. How do you land Angie Stone right in the beginning?
Norm hit her up on Facebook.
I hit her up on Facebook.
Wow.
And
Okay.
she
It's that simple.
And she responded right back. And she
Okay.
responded right back. And she was trying to promote a new project that she had up.
Okay.
A brand new album she had up. So it was perfect. It was perfect for us, right? And
Nice.
and my thing was, she was so down to earth with it, I couldn't believe it myself. And when I told the team, I was like, "Oh, we got Angie Stone," and she gave a great interview. So that was our first interview. Once we went to the other platform.
Okay.
And
To
once we
Houston.
knew we could get that, we felt like once we knew we could get Angie Stone, we felt like everybody was available, and we started going after everybody, and we
Okay.
were landing incredible interviews.
Now, Seuss, how did you even start the managing situation? Like,
Wow. I was going to
Yeah.
ask that.
It's funny because when we started, we were in high school, and I worked
Okay.
in a local record store, and that small business owner opened up his store, opened up the basement for groups to come in and perform, and Norm was coming in with his group. I was working in the record store part.
Okay.
We became fast friends, and I loved their music. And on a whim, I just started sending out their package to magazines, and we were getting printed. We were in Right On. We were in a bunch of magazines with their picture and a mention of their music. And that's really what launched it. From there, we went to getting shows. And then they introduced me to my opportunity. I went to work for another record label, who the gentleman had some major hits with, his name was Paul Kaiser, with Soul Generation, a bunch of 70s groups he had done very well
Okay.
with. And he had a hit record called Babies Having Babies. And I got to tour the country with that, working that record. And I worked radio. So
Okay.
then come back full circle.
You was the radio promo lady.
Yeah, I covered
Okay.
the Northeast, so I was responsible for radio from New York down to South Carolina.
what station?
I covered all the stations, all the black radio on the East Coast, from the Northeast to the Southeast. I covered. So
Okay.
I literally would get in my car and I would take a drive every now and then from New York, and I would hit the radio days in Philly, in Raleigh, in Petersburg, in Richmond. I'd hit all of the radio stations.
Do you miss it?
No, no, not at all.
Not even a little bit?
Not even a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
was
a-
saying a little bit.
That's a dirty yeah.
Yeah, like Norm just said, Dan, you got people want to pay, so I'm quite sure you being a woman, it was all kind of crazy stuff.
At that
Yeah,
time.
You
you
really
know,
want this record
Yeah.
played?
I was
and-
19, 20 years old, so
Right.
it was very interesting.
Yeah, it was from watching what she used to have to go through. And if I could tell the story, don't get mad. Me and her didn't have a dime to our name back then. We was sitting in the car sharing Dunkin' Donuts. Remember that? We was sharing Dunkin' Donuts, waiting to get our record. Where was we at? 98.7.
Yeah.
KISS. We was sitting out in the front, whatever, waiting to see somebody to try to get one of our songs played.
Right.
And that's how real it was way back then. And we sharing Dunkin' Donuts, like splitting a donut. Like, yeah, you take half, I take
Yeah,
half.
so y'all was breaking bread from the beginning.
Yeah. From
Literally,
from,
huh?
from
Yeah,
the
literally
door.
breaking bread, right.
Like ride or die. Let me
Absolutely.
ride or die. Listen, we could fight each other, but nobody else could fight us.
Right.
Bro, don't that sound familiar?
Pretty damn familiar.
I
damn
call
familiar.
it the bulletproof team. We're a bulletproof team. It's me and Norm. We have it's five of us, but it's bulletproof. Yeah,
Right.
You ain't getting past this.
Same squad from the door.
Don't that sound familiar?
Longevity has its place.
Yes, it does.
You know what I
And
mean?
loyalty, y'all.
Yeah, that's
you could
important,
tell
too.
No matter what.
that this platform, the station, like we said, off camera, we've been trying to get a show here for years. But we finally had the right idea and was able to get Norm
I got to
agree.
answer the phone.
Wait, I got a tip for people.
Okay.
Norm is very busy. If you really want to get to him, you got to tap on me.
Okay, now we're going to put this here right now. Honestly, before we start Duality Podcast, we never knew Soups. We done came here a couple of years, different projects.
We did
different
interviews with other people on
and
their
everything.
show.
Sat
and
on this
stuff.
side and everything. Never seen you.
Because you know what? And let me say this and then just jump right in. With Soups, she does a lot of things behind the scenes.
Right, okay.
And as much as I try to push her in front of the camera, she likes to rock behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? And like handle a lot of the business because listen, you can't do it all. You can't do it all. And first of all, I couldn't do BKS without Soups.
Right.
And I think she feel the same way when
we
it come to me.
Right.
So my thing is we got to lean on each other.
Absolutely.
And we got to lean on our other partners too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, to make this all work. But the thing is, she respects the talent, right? She always respected me as having the talent on the creative end.
Yeah, he's creative.
Right.
Yeah.
On the creative end. And then she has the talent on the administrative and the business and whatever.
Organizational stuff.
Yeah, all of that, and it just mixes. It's a perfect business marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect. And my thing is, we always had to be able to, because we're both nice people in general, but we had to be able to screen other people,
Right.
in order to build our team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Makes sense.
So that's where any snags and bumps we had along the road, a lot of that was a part of the process. Being able to pull together the right team.
So basically, Soups, he hid you from us for about 3 years. We're just gonna put that out. That's what he just said. Basically, he hid you from us.
But what I would like to say to add on, like you're saying, that's part of the idea. I know we told y'all, hey, we want y'all to be on the show, but that's what we talked about. We thought it was important for both of y'all, all the work y'all do.
Absolutely.
In the promo we seen, I know y'all both from Plainfield, New Jersey, right?
Right.
Right.
All the community stuff you guys doing, so you're not just using this platform to kind of personally grow your own business. It's a community thing, and we definitely wanted to have y'all as a guest and let people that just don't know, because y'all know everybody. Every guest we talk to either been here already or I know Miss Pat. A couple said Miss
Right.
Pat. I think that was Markel. But everybody we ran into all the way from Cool V when he was having a show here. That was years ago. He from Elizabeth.
Shout out to Cool V.
Yes.
Yep, and we knew him, but we definitely wanted the opportunity that everybody see who gave us an opportunity.
Absolutely.
And get a little more insight on what's here. This is like really the best kept secret. I remember discovering this and was like, yo, we got to get on that. Like, yo, they got millions of views and they do this. They got the hot, the freestyle show. And that's when I first started watching it. But definitely we just wanted to give y'all that opportunity and give our guests, our audience, an opportunity to know who you are, because y'all guys are doing an important work.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And absolutely, too, gotta, because it's only right, thank Bruce and Don
Yep.
for us introducing us to the station.
That's how we know
We
about
started Ladies at Work. It was an all-female brand, like No Men Allowed type brand. It was all about female singers, female DJs,
comedians, writers,
everything.
whatever, right?
I love that.
Bruce, Don reached out. That's how we actually
Even knew about
knew about this. We didn't even know about it until then.
Both good people, man,
Yeah.
and still praying every day that Don gets better.
Absolutely.
Don gets better and everything. I miss that brother.
Yeah.
Good dude.
No doubt.
Yeah, and me and him was actually had some things we was working at the time when it all hit. And I visited him, I think, twice when he was in the rehab thing. And he kind of mentioned it for me with Don. He reminded me too much of what my dad's situation was.
Right.
So I was like, I can't.
Right,
you
right,
know
right,
what I
right.
mean? Because it's all like, it's literally like spot on.
Right.
So because of that, but I will thank them for even introducing us to
Sure
the
did.
station and to you personally. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, without them, we don't have this. We don't even know this exists. You know what I mean? Without them. So, yeah, that whole what was that? What was it called? Was it the,
House calls.
House call.
House
the
Call?
show.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's called House calls.
Absolutely. And
How many shows you got on the roster?
There's something happening every day except Fridays and Saturdays. So let me say it like that. So every day except Friday and Saturday. For those that's listening, if you want your own podcast, if you want your own webcast, whatever, just hit us up. Whatever. We have Fridays and Saturdays open, and that's the only days. Every other day is like podcast, something.
You
that's
know what's
happening.
weird? You would think Friday and Saturday would be the first 2 days locked. Because most people, like, weekend, you know, you would think, in my mind, I would think those would be the days you can't get nothing.
Well, it could be locked, but we like to have a personal life too, but we will sacrifice it.
Oh, okay, I get you. Now I understand.
But listen, and this is I'm glad you said that. So because I'm not going to use the word older, but because we've gotten more experienced and we are more experienced and more seasoned, we trying to teach a younger generation how to do what we do, so we can have somebody to come in and run a Friday and a Saturday, like she said, because we got to have a life. You know, we got to have a life and everything, because 9 times out of 10, it's me, my partner, Soups, and we have a few other people that will fill in and cover some shows.
Right.
But in order, you know, to just have balance in your life, you got to delegate. So we're learning that we have to delegate that responsibility to some other people. So we want to train some younger people to, you know, that we can trust. Absolutely. And again, we're going to keep it real.
Let's keep it, yeah.
Some younger people that we can trust to come in and help us do what we do.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
Now, Norm, was you a DJ that rap, or you was a rapper that turned DJ?
I was a DJ that rapped.
Okay.
I was a DJ first, and then I became a rapper.
Tell them, Norman, them days, everybody did that. You probably break. You probably did graffiti a little bit. Hip-hop, everybody did a little bit of
Dancing was
everything.
never Norm's thing.
Everybody don't have it. You know,
Dancing was never Norm's thing.
We'll get Norm to dance in a minute.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Nah. Dancing was never Norm's thing. But DJing, and which I still do, and that's one of my other revenue sources.
Phenomenal DJ.
Yes, he is. I heard him.
DJing is what I still do, and rapping is something I'm always proud. Like, I still could write. Like, if I had to write for somebody else, I could write for them.
Give me 8 bars right now.
Right now?
8. I don't need 16, just 8.
Can I
Just
jump in
8.
here? You left out one thing.
What?
Norman is an incredible producer. He's produced a lot of music, and he's worked with some of the greats.
I read that somebody had a you was on a credit with a Grammy winning record.
You talking about Denise Rich?
Oh, Denise Rich.
Yeah, we got the tapped on the shoulder to come work on a project. It was the unveiling of the bust of Sojourner Truth at the nation's capital. And it was something that Miss Tucker, everybody remembers Miss Tucker before she passed away, she was pushing for the first black woman statue to be placed at the Capitol.
Sojourner Truth.
Right.
Sojourner
Okay.
Truth. And so Norm was part of the team that produced the song for that event.
Okay.
And as part of it, we put together a whole ensemble of singers. We took about 30 people to the Capitol with Nancy Pelosi, Michelle Obama,
Cicely Tyson. Yeah, it was a great event. I actually had to show Yolanda Adams and Dorinda Clark how I wanted them to sing the song.
So you had your Quincy Jones thing on?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was actually one of my premiere moments. And even though we had a lot of things that went along with that, it still was one of our premiere moments. And we had to we took about 40-something people down there. We had to put them up in hotel rooms. We had to feed them all. It was a lot. People didn't know the behind the scenes that we was going through. You know, so but I was honored to be a writer on that and a producer on that project.
Right.
And Denise Rich wrote for everybody from Patti LaBelle to Luther Vandross and so on and so on. And for me to be working in the studio with Dorinda Clark from the Clark Sisters.
And in Denise Rich's studio.
Yes, and in Denise Rich's studio. And then Dorinda came to my house here in Plainfield, New Jersey, and finished recording at my house. From the Clark Sisters. So, I mean, you know, that was a major moment for BKS Entertainment.
Absolutely.
That was a big moment for us.
Work with the Pinup Girls on that.
The Pinup Girls, shout out to Natalie and Fendi on that. They were part of the writing team as well and everything. But that was like, you know, for me as a producer and a writer, that was major for me.
I bet.
Okay.
I bet.
Now, what is your biggest passion? Is it the production? Is it still... You still have like that artist in you. Like, what would you?
Can I give him one more thing? He's a songwriter.
Right.
Man.
But which one is your biggest passion?
What, now or then?
Right, tonight.
Doing what I do now with producing with radio production and content. producing content now for social media. That's my biggest passion right now. What I'm doing right now with BKS, honestly, the shows and everything. No disrespect, but you know, like I still could write a song and I still could get in the studio and do music. Am I passionate about it like I was? No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's the thing that gets me because I miss it.
His
catalog, I keep telling him, you got to put that catalog out there. The catalog of songs that he has, man, it could be across television, across movies.
I need a little inbox airdrop something then.
I wish I had
something
sent y'all
exclusive.
some songs.
Yeah, at least 10.
Can I get something for my playlist, no?
I got a love-hate relationship with artists, with recording artists.
Yeah.
I get it.
I got a love-hate relationship, bro, with recording artists right now. Because, you know, a lot of times you can help people, you can produce songs for them or whatever like that, and then they quickly forget.
They say they ready and don't want to do the work.
Who has helped them, you know, along the way. And, you know, but it's no disrespect. But I'm a big supporter of artists. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Here at BKS1 Radio, we provide a platform for artists. So that side of it I love. The fact that all artists can't get on Hot 97. All artists can't get on NBC. All artists can't get on BET. You can get on BKS1 Radio and you can shine. And the beautiful thing I like about what we do is that whatever we go live on here and whatever we broadcast here, it stays on the internet forever.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Forever.
Right.
So years later, people could come back and see it. So it don't matter. Just say if somebody's show just starting, somebody just started the podcast here and they only got 3 views because people don't know who they are or whatever. It doesn't matter because after their show was over, somebody can come back and watch it again and watch it again and watch it again. And those 3 views can go to 1,000 views. And those 1,000 views can go to 5,000 views. And that's what people don't understand. You know?
And that's what we want y'all to do with Duality Podcast. The full season will be replaying on Duality Podcast Facebook.
There you go.
Absolutely. The whole month of January, we giving you. Y'all gonna have to binge watch it.
Some more sips so we can answer these questions.
All right, because I want to get to.
I'm ready.
We listen to Norm now. God damn, man, you got so many jobs. You're DJ, songwriter, producer, CEO of BKS1 Radio, founder. I want to go to Miss Pat right there.
Yes,
Soups.
Yes.
Talk about some of the other things you do, because I also, in our research, know that you are very entrepreneurial minded. You know, you got your hands in several things.
I do.
Let's talk about some of that.
Okay. Let's see where you want to start.
Let's talk about your latest venture, because we did try that.
Okay.
Family Flavor.
All right.
Good
Very
food.
good food.
Very good food.
Oh, thank you so much. Family Flavor. I love that because it's an opportunity for me to see my husband walk into his dream.
Okay.
You know, he is a diesel mechanic by trade, but we have a large family, 8 children, and one thing his children have always loved is their dad's cooking.
Okay.
We could be in the kitchen. He could be preparing whatever meal, family night meal. All 8 of them would be in the kitchen with their dad.
Right.
And our family, our love is all built around the kitchen and the dining room table. And so he transitioned that into a food truck, and he runs that with our son, Colin.
Nice.
And what I love about it, we have 6 boys. What I love about in each boy, I see a little bit of their dad in them. So one is a mechanic, a diesel mechanic. He's sought after. That's that part of his dad. And then Colin following in his father's footsteps with the Family Flavor food truck.
So basically, you are admitting he cooks better than you.
Oh, always, without a doubt.
So
without a doubt.
you're a good taster.
Yes. And I'm a good sous chef, and I'm also a good dishwasher.
Okay.
Food is great.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you so much. So that's one. I'm also a realtor, been a real estate agent for 30 years plus.
Wow.
What I love about that and the flexibility of it is I've always been able to, I love real estate. I love homes. I love the history of homes, the architecture. It's always been special to me, and helping people is just something I do. It's birthed in me. So I love to help people through the home buying process. How I fit it in, I can't even tell you, but it happens. I fit that into.
That is a lot. Is that why they call you Soups? What's Soup short for?
Yeah, that basically.
Superwoman.
Right,
I wear a lot of different hats. I try to do them well. I wear a lot of different hats, but I think it really comes from being a mother of, my husband and I have 8 kids. He had 2 when I met him, and we had 6 together. And so surviving that is I think that's where the title came in, because a lot of people, once you start having a large family, you stop, you think life stops, and for me, I just said my children will never be the reason why I don't, they'll always be the reason why I do.
Right.
And so if I had to sell houses and I didn't have a babysitter, guess what? We all going to show houses.
Right.
Norm, we had meetings. Norm was working with the Houston family, Whitney Houston, and he was recording. If I had to be there, Eddie and Brianna, my children will tell you now, we go with Uncle Norm. They sitting at the dinner table they breaking bread with Bobby Brown. Okay, we got to go work. Here are my kids.
Right. It's my prerogative. Kids crying.
Now this is what we want to get to. Was Bobby drunk?
When? Actually? Okay.
No, I'm just joking.
All right.
I didn't even really want you to answer that.
Bob a good dude.
He's a good dude.
No doubt.
Bob's a good dude. That's all I'm going to say about Bob. Again, shout out to Bob. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the opportunities. Thank you for everything, Houston family, that y'all allowed to come into my world, and that I learned from you guys and everything. And that's all I got to say about the Houstons and the Brown family. That's it.
We got a lot of love for them, and we've grieved with them, and
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Nice,
cool. I
nice.
see that BKS1 Radio and BKS1 Entertainment. Those two different entities, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But you look through some of the archives, like you say, and some of the celebrities and people in the industry that you guys get to interview is incredible. For those that are looking to seek this, I don't know if it's a trade secret or not. How do you get on all those red carpets?
Persistence. Connections. Yes.
How do you get the press pass?
Yeah.
Do you apply for that? Do
yes.
you have to have a...
In certain cases, you apply for it. In certain cases, you have relationships with certain people.
Okay.
That's basically how it is. But, once we know where to apply for a press pass or whatever, I'll hit Trish up and be like, Trish, we need to get in here. We need to get in here. We need to get in here, whatever. And she'll apply for a press pass. Like, we've gotten accepted to, like, the Essence Festival.
I've seen that.
The Essence Festival.
Yeah,
the Essence Festival for a lot of times, but we weren't able to go because we had multiple other things we had to do.
We have another line of business where we also produce major events, and so we do it for municipalities. We could be pulled in on the state level. We could be pulled in on the city level. And so we produce major concerts. So that's another line of revenue for us. And so often, every time we get pulled into the Essence Festival, we're producing the 4th of July concert here in the city of Plainfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those go over really well, too.
They're great.
It'd be a big deal.
And what we love
all
about
over
it
Jersey.
is like the whole community comes out, and it's an opportunity for us to kind of to do something in our hometown where we know what our people are going to love, and we love it. We absolutely love it.
Right. To answer your question, build connections with publicists. So if you build relationships with publicists and everything, you'll get into a lot of these events and everything. I interviewed some great people. I interviewed people that I loved, and I interviewed people I didn't like. So overall, it was through relationships with publicists.
And your professionalism will keep you there, because we've been on a red carpet with many people, and you have to hustle. Like sometimes you got to box some people out, but the professionalism, and like I can tell you, for instance, we had somebody to bring us out, and you have several reporters, people on the red carpet asking questions, and then when an entertainer comes by and someone's asking them, there's folks that have no idea. Like I can give you, for instance, Cynthia Horner from Right On Magazine was on the red carpet. Someone was interviewing her, and she was totally taken aback because the person knew absolutely nothing. She gets to us, we can run our history, And so the promoter came back to us later, like, definitely want you at every event because, you handle your handle.
Nice.
Right. So basically, for these events, you research. And
sometimes you got to research on the carpet.
Yeah. And sometimes it's off the head, like me. And it's funny. She's like, "Did you?" I'm like, "Nah, I just was flowing."
Yeah, he got it. He has it. I have to work for it. He has it.
Because you could kind of read people, or a little bit of this, and lead them into saying it because you throw that little bit of information.
Right. And could I tell you this? What I learned about a lot of these celebrities, they just like to talk. Most of them just like to talk about themselves, right?
Okay.
So once you bait them, and I call it baiting. Once you bait them, you can just open it up. Hey, what's up? This your boy DJ Storm Norm for BKS1 Radio. I'm here with the amazing Jamie Foxx. Jamie, tell me what's going on with you, bro. What's going on in your world? And that's it.
And then they
then
just
they
spill.
Shut up, right?
And then he'll just start
Spilling.
spilling, and you like,
Right.
and then you got an interview. And that's it. Clip it up. It's content.
It's a little different for me because I feel like I have to be prepared for every minor incident. And I never wanted to be in front of the camera. It just happened.
Right.
Because I always
I pushed it in.
say Storm Norm pushes me off the cliff and I grow wings on the way down. And it's so true. Everything I do, basically, he's taught me to engineer. You know, he's taught me to produce and stuff. We collaborate on a lot. But a lot of it I never wanted to do.
Oh, right.
But got a love for it, yeah. Because I was very shy, not a talker. I'd be in a room, you'd never hear a word from me.
You believe this? I mean, wait a minute.
I don't know that person you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like I said, he pushed me off the cliff and I grow wings on the way down.
So tell me this. I want to ask both of y'all real quick. Soups first. What was like either you consider your biggest or like your favorite interview that you was able to do?
I would say Marla Gibbs.
Wow. That's dope.
Yeah.
Man, I just
Did she
love
act like
that.
Florence or the
Oh,
lady
you
from
know what?
227? Nah.
Yeah. Which one did you get?
She is so awesome. I got Marla Gibbs.
She was Marla
And,
Gibbs. Good.
Just the respect for her. You know, she didn't start the Jeffersons till she was 42 years old.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know,
I did read
and
that.
just I see so much in her life. And when I think that it's time to stop, she was just getting started at 42. Baby, I'm a baby. I got a long way to go.
Right.
Tell them about an interview that you did though. That you say it was like I interviewed Marla, right? But again, she facilitated that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we was at the Peachtree
Yeah.
International Film Festival.
Yes.
Yes, and whatever. But
Okay, so my second one would be Amari Hardwick.
really, see that's
Who would
the
you
girl
say?
crush thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost.
Oh,
And when I think she
he's a
rock-
good interview. Which one did I rock?
Wait a minute.
Jennifer
Hold on. You seen her
Lewis.
face?
Oh my
Yo,
goodness.
you forgot about that? Jennifer Lewis, you killed that.
Look, let me tell you. Thank you.
Nah, you killed that.
But I was
You killed
basically
it.
holding on because she's a firecracker.
Yes, I
Oh,
seen her
my
in some
goodness.
interviews. She'll go
Y'all
in.
got the picture. Y'all got the picture up there. Her and Jennifer
Yeah.
Lewis. But she
See,
killed.
this how you got it. We got our pictures already lined up by our producers. They tell us where to go and everything. Y'all usually don't hear them say this week to week, right?
But she killed that interview.
Yeah.
And
What did she say? She was like a sex addict or something back in the day?
she didn't say all that on the
That
interview.
was an interview,
But she
I saw
was,
that on Hot
she was
97
giving
or something.
Soups asked the question and she was giving Soups so much encouraging words for other people that want to get in the game. So y'all go back and check out that interview. Y'all can find that interview on BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube and check out the interview with Soups and Jennifer Lewis. It was dope.
Because Jennifer
dope.
Lewis, she's it's something. They said she has.
She's bipolar or something.
She's something.
Yeah. It's I think that's
yeah?
what it is. Yeah.
She probably is a lot of something.
Yeah.
She's a
No, I'm
handful.
telling you, I heard that whole part. She's bipolar.
Yeah.
Some of the bipolar come with part of the manic or depressive
Yeah.
part is high sex drive too. And she was saying she was around here getting a lot of them young boys.
Oh,
It's
Go,
believable. It's possible.
yeah.
So that was
What
your
about
favorite.
my favorite? What's yours?
Honestly, you want my favorite, not my worst. My favorite was I'm gonna say Dick Gregory.
No, yeah, that's
Dick
That's-
Gregory, the legendary Dick Gregory, is probably one of my favorites. And after that, I was hip hop wise was Pete Rock.
okay.
Chocolate Boy Wonder.
Yeah, dope.
Now Dick Gregory, like when you interview him, like as an historian,
Mhm.
are you more like just starstruck with the knowledge he has?
I only gotten starstruck with one person that I did interview. I don't get starstruck, by the way, because I've met a lot of cats. But Quincy Jones,
Well, that
Oh,
mean,
who
yeah,
wouldn't?
that's
I
like
mean,
my mentor in my head. That's
right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I met him,
Right.
and how I met him, it was crazy for me. Yeah, I never gotten starstruck, but Dick Gregory was dropping a lot of jewels, bro.
Yeah, like he's very
and I was like, wow,
he's heavy.
I just sat back and just let him go. And then his people tried to stop the interview because it was going over time. And he said, nope, I want to talk to this young brother. And he started pulling out papers and,
that's
and
what he
documents
do.
and everything like that, showing me everything. And it's like I basically had to stop the interview because he wanted to keep going.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was Dick Gregory was a great interview, and Pete Rock was just real down to earth. I learned a lot of things. There's a lot of things too y'all don't see because we cut a lot of the interviews out.
Absolutely right.
But deep brother, Pete Rock's a deep brother.
Worst interview. Professionally.
I can't really say worst interview because we really didn't get to interview the person because of their personality and how jacked up he was, whatever like that. Like Suits don't like when I do this, when I put people out there like that, but I don't care. I'm 53 years old, by the way. I live life. I'm good. I'm happy. I got good people around me and everything like that. He just had a birthday yesterday too. The model, Tyson Beckford. Okay. Disrespectful. Disrespectful. There's a certain amount of class you got to have in this game. And it's funny because, and I felt good because I knew it wasn't how we carried ourselves because we just got finished interviewing Claudia Jordan. And this is at the same event. It was Claudia Jordan, Melissa Ford. What's the girl that sings Refill, the song Refill? I forgot her name. Elle Varner. Elle Varner. Elle Varner. Mm-hmm. Just got finished being with these people. And it's funny because Melissa, I don't mean to put you out there, but let me put it this way. One of the people at the event that was another celebrity was like, he's like that sometimes. I don't even mess with him. But he was just real disrespectful to my people and some of the people I was with at the time and everything. And I've never gotten to a point to where I got to come out my character and almost want to physically go at it. I'm from Plainfield, New Jersey. I'm from Jersey. And it's like I shouldn't even have to be on that level with you.
Right, absolutely.
But you're not just going to talk to, and I was with females too, you're not just going to talk to the females any old type of way and disrespect them, and all they're asking for is a picture in an interview. You feel me? Right. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that was the worst, and I don't care if it was the alcohol. I had alcohol too. I don't care if it was the alcohol, whatever, with him or whatever, but it's just a certain way you as a celebrity should, and especially a E-list celebrity should carry yourself.
Exactly, right.
Did you call him E-list?
E-list. Like there's a certain way you should carry yourself.
He moved off the A-list?
I don't care.
Would you consider him an A-list at one time?
And y'all could clip this up, and y'all could clip it up and whatever like that.
We keep it raw.
Yeah, and somebody could just send this part or tag them in it because you just don't disrespect people like that.
Right.
Sure
That's all. That's all I'm saying. And anybody that know me know I'm not a disrespectful person.
Right.
So
spoken like a true Jersey dude. Who you come with, we together, and ain't nobody crossing that line. I don't care who you is.
Now, Sue, what was one of your worst moments as far as that life, interviews and, carpet events? Like, what's the one that you was like, ugh?
Let me see. I remember asking, I'm trying to think of the group, if they wanted to be featured in Unsung, and they had already been featured in Unsung. I was like, I didn't do my homework.
Okay.
But at the top of my head, I don't remember who the group was, but yeah.
You don't remember you someone said?
I really don't remember. Maybe I blocked it.
Yeah, because Norm already said you don't like saying people's names and stuff.
But you know what? We interviewed a lot of people. We went very strong with that, because for that content for many years. So we were out there weekly.
I definitely seen
going after it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my big attractions. I ain't gonna lie. I'm the guy. He had to pull me back. I like shiny new stuff. So when I first start seeing yo, Melba Moore, yo, Maury Howard. You saw that red carpet they was
Melba
on?
too. I forgot about Melba. Great person.
It was so many events. That's why we asked that question. We used to like, yo, I wonder how you get press credentials. So I didn't know individually each event you get it. I thought it was like an association, and your name is in the loop.
They do vet you, so you have to package it up, and you have to be persistent because you may knock on the door 4 or 5 times before you get a yes.
Yeah, you may get 4 no's.
We covered the international Emmys.
We did the Emmys.
Yeah, we were on the red carpet for that.
Wow.
That's where I met the pictures in there.
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Right.
This is
Get
at
them
the
pictures, Kurt.
International Emmys, and that's where we did. That's where I met 50, and we did the interview. And it's funny. And shout out to 50. That's one thing I'm gonna say about 50 Cent. All right. So primarily, it was mainly white media there. Primarily, we basically, when I looked around, we basically was the only.
This was at the International Emmy?
Yes.
Okay.
We basically was the only black media company that we saw there at the time. And what was crazy was, when 50 was up there speaking, we was at a part of the ceremony where 50 was speaking, whatever. And so he was coming down and about to walk through where people was trying to reach out and get an interview and whatever like that. And everything, and Soups was pushy as hell, and she pushing me to the front of the line, whatever. Like she pushed me to the front of the line, and I was like 50, can I whatever. And so 50 was actually walking past everybody else, and it was mainly white media. He saw me, I was in a suit. Well, y'all see it right there. I was in a suit and everything. He stopped. He gave me an interview. Pissed the white media off. I love that part. But anyway, it pissed the white media off a little bit, and he walked past whatever, and he didn't stop really and take no pictures with him, and he walked out, was about to hit the elevator. Soups stopped him, whatever, and got a picture with me and him. Soups didn't like the picture that she took. Was like, 50, Can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this again with you and Norm? Can I get another picture with you and Norm? I didn't like this one, whatever. Like he was like, yeah, okay, sure. But I had so much respect for him then because he knew the game.
He peeped the scene.
He peeped the scene. It's the only black media up in here. BKS1 Radio at the International Emmys.
Right.
All right. I don't know who this brother is. I'm gonna stop to talk to him.
That's what's up.
And that pissed them off.
Yes, loved it.
That pissed them off.
Okay,
so,
Curtis,
so,
50 Cent,
so I looked at him totally different. So people could talk about him was trolling, some of the things he does, whatever. But he sees some of the injustices in the industry and how things go down. And shout out to Holly Berry too. She's like that as well too. She had an incident similar to that, whereas they weren't giving the black media no respect, and she stopped and gave the girl a full interview and everything. So there are some black celebrities out there that recognize that when it comes to black media, because it's hard for us, bro. So because people, and I'm gonna say this too, people that we deem as celebrities are not celebrities to white people. White people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't care about the Jocelyn's and the Stevie J's and all that. They like, who are they? They celebrities to us because we watch Love and Hip Hop and we watch Black Ink and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But we've been in a lot of those circles. So when we got outside the box with the International Emmys, we know we're doing something else that a lot of outlets that's like us are not doing. You know, so we felt good as a unit, as a company, when we accomplished being at the International Emmys.
Now, is there anybody you haven't interviewed that you want to interview?
Oh, a world of people.
Who's right at the top of that list, though?
Right. Like, who's like...
Right now, like, yo, if they gave me the call, or if they say, call who you want and we're going to make it happen, who would it be?
Who would it be?
Denzel.
You know what?
Wait a minute, but...
First, your favorite interview was Ghost.
You had to look like that when you said it. Denzel.
Obama.
Hey, Soup's husband.
What I like about Denzel.
Hey, come get your girl.
Come
get your girl.
She gets a paper plate tonight. Like, she does not get fine china tonight.
What I like about Denzel is what he has done for other actors coming through. Okay. And that's what I would want to highlight.
Good. Hold on. If that ain't the best cleanup ever.
You know what? Soup's a veteran.
Yeah, she's a vet. She's a vet. How about you, Norm?
Obama and Quincy Jones. That's it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, he was ready for that. Look,
that's it. I mean, listen, everybody knows my wife knows my little crush. Like she said, Denzel. My crush is Garcelle Bouvet from the Jamie Foxx show.
You ever interviewed her?
Yeah.
I could have, but I gave it. See, I passed it to the person I took with me to do the interviews to let her get some of her shine.
Because you ain't want your emotions to get involved. Tell the truth.
But Garcelle peeped it. Garcelle actually peeped it, and then like graciously took a picture with me after. She peeped it like, I know you wanted to do the interview.
Was it a back rub?
It was in the hand, and when she grabbed the hand, it was so soft. It just smelled so good. But anyway.
Michelle from Elizabeth now. I know how she get down too. You talking about playing?
Nah. But listen, I joke. Me and Sandy joke all the time. But seriously, she peeped it like, because I'm ready for Garcelle to interview,
right?
Because I know a lot about her. But the person I was with, shout out to Toya. Chanel, she has a show here as well on the Owl Show and everything. She's part of the family. I was like, she's not out here. She's not running out here all the time like me and Soups. Sometimes you got to give your other players some shine too. You know, and I just play the camera work. A lot of people don't know. I'll just sit the back. I'll do the camera work. You know, as long as that camera work is right for the interview. And you can check out the interview with LaToya and Garcelle because it's still BKS. So I don't have to get the interview all the time. Soups don't have to get the interview all the time.
Right.
As long as we got somebody from the team getting the interview, it's still BKS1 radio content.
I'll attest to that. Let everybody know the man ain't just talking. One of the things he said, remember, Kurt, when we first got the show, a couple shows in, we finishing, wrapping up, and he's like, listen, man, reach out to whoever you want. Y'all part of the BKS1 radio family now. Drop my name. Drop the radio station name. You here. Like, remember, he was like pushing it. Yo, go. I'm like, I know.
The part that got me, he said, use my name however you need to.
However you need.
I was like,
just
wow. Like,
a blanket statement.
Yeah.
So I know that goes
that's
along
true.
with what you saying, giving other people opportunities or sharing what you have, your value, the things you built.
I mean, why?
Appreciate that.
My thing is, like, why not? You know what I'm saying? If you're going out, like you talking about press passes and all this, right? And so if you just starting a podcast, you don't have that type of credentials built up yet,
right?
Because you're just starting something. But we got some years in. So if you have to, pull our drop clip or some of our content from YouTube, like this what BKS has done or whatever, just in order to get an interview, do it. And anybody that's reputable in the game that we've worked with, whatever like that, they're going to co-sign it as well. Of course, you got haters across the board. There's a lot of other radio stations. Things is competitive or whatever like that.
Right.
But I mean, overall, our name again. This is our what year? 12th year.
12th year, yeah.
12th year anniversary.
Okay.
This week.
Yeah.
Wow! Happy anniversary, BKS1 Radio.
So we've been doing this. We've been doing this for a minute, man. And all I gotta say, man, I enjoy what I do. I have my own show on the station. Soups does her own show on the station, whatever. And it's like it's something we enjoy doing. Because when you're giving a platform to other people, it's not. And she can attest to this. It's definitely not about the money for us.
No.
We make money. Keep the lights on and stuff like that. And again, we have other sides to the business, like events and stuff like that. But we make money. But it's not about the money with us. It's about keeping this platform going so people that look like us, you and me, have a place to go and express themselves.
We appreciate you.
No, that's real talk.
Absolutely.
We like to say BKS1 Radio is where your voice matters. So it doesn't matter where that voice comes. You're from the community, you're a celebrity, you're an educator, you're a politician, whoever you are, whatever walk of life. Here, your voice matters. It's a platform for you to express what you want to express. And that's what I love about BKS1 Radio.
Now, you know what? That's a great way to end the show.
But can I say one thing?
Please.
Duality Podcast, I truly enjoy your show. I enjoy your chemistry.
Me too.
I enjoy your community mindedness, the people that you focus, the causes that you put up. I totally respect your show. I'm so glad you're at BKS1 Radio.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
We feel special.
I almost cried. It almost came down. It almost came down.
Maybe if I had another cup, I'll get emotional. No, but listen, we want to say the same thing.
Absolutely.
We ain't know I asked for my elbow, to tell the truth. Y'all guys held us and pulled us right along with everything we needed to know. Very, very gracious host.
Absolutely.
As the platform, I mean, like you said, and just really took care of us, man. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. And like you said, we came in here blind.
So blind.
Yeah, we had an idea.
Right.
We had an idea, but we didn't realize so much more than just You know what I mean?
No doubt. And we believe what y'all saying right now. We know it's not just the chicken in the red cups.
Nah.
We did have to wait till the last show. We grateful.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, absolutely. So once again, this is Duality Podcast, another great show.
Yes, sir.
I'll be Mr. Business.
And this is your boy, Mr. Social, on BKS1Radio.com, Duality Podcast.